What's going on YouTube? Kyle Moore RC, back with the Basher body build. I have done some masking and stenciling. I have not put the liquid mask on. I decided I was going to do the masking tape, but I decided since I spent the money on liquid mask that I should probably just use it. That's what it looks like right now. It's a little mock-up, calling it the Basher. Free-handed, what I'm going to do is like a two-tone, and it's going to be inspired. It's going to be like a crash test inspired paint scheme with, as you can see, I'm going to have the yellow and black little crash test circles on the hood, the roof, some smaller ones on the fender, you can see right there, and then I'm going to have the two-tone is going to be separated by a black and yellow dashed line, I guess, as well as the Basher is going to be a yellow outline. The top is going to be a gunmetal metallic, the bottom is going to be a black. And then the Basher, like I said, yellow outline. I think I'm going to do a regular silver to gunmetal fade in it. And then as you can see, I have all the vents and stuff marked black. Thought about just doing a silver for the lights and then doing like the X in them. I don't know. I might just put the regular stickers on because crash test cars they are the real thing. They do have the real lights and stuff on them. So got the Moore RC on there. I just freehanded that. I think it's gonna look good, you know, with the freehand Sharpie. You know, I'm just gonna outline the Sharpie marks and make it like a solid color, just as an additive. It looks alright. I did almost forget about these. These are the little like side number indicators. So I think I'm gonna do yellow background with black numbers. It'll be simple, not hard. The only thing I don't like is the screws that came with it are blue. But I mean, I have all the blue RPM stuff on there already from the person I bought it from. So I guess, I mean, it'll accent nice. I still have the stock bumper on there because that's how it came. That's how I got it. Don't know if I'm gonna buy the RPM blue bumper. Probably just wait till it breaks. Got the numbers stenciled up. What I did is I put it on there. I marked that line level. Just, you know, I was looking at it so I'd know, you know, how to get them to look so they look level from the ground. And then I took the other one. I took the other one and I just put it on it like that. And I marked that line. So no matter what, even if it is kind of a little cockeyed, it's going to be the exact same on the other side. As far as the circles go, they were a little bit hard to get. They're going to be hard to make look good, just because, I mean, you can tell if something's not round. So I think I'm going to maybe try and find something in the house. Like once I have it all liquid mask, I'm going to get something in the house that is closest to the size circle I want, and then maybe just trace around that with an X-Acto knife. What I did to get the circles is I went in PowerPoint, and there's actually, if you go into the shapes, there is actually a circle with, you know, the lines going through it. So that's how I got those. I just printed them up, put them on the inside. I know a lot of people liquid mask and then they start doing their stenciling, but I didn't want to do that because I figured it would just make it a lot harder to see through. So I just got the stencils on the outside, labeled up. And then I'm going to liquid mask it and then cut it out with the X-Acto knife. So that's pretty much where I'm sitting with this. I'm using all the tips and tricks from Chris at Hemi Storm. I've been following him for at least 2 years. I love his work. He is an amazing artist. I'm probably going to get nowhere near the quality of work that he does, but especially since it's my first one. So, I mean, I'm just gaining the skills. You know, he's been doing it for a long time, so I'm looking forward to get into it. I definitely like my cars to look good. I'm very particular about the paint schemes and stuff. You know, some people do some things and it's just overboard. It looks tacky, and I'm not about that. I'm like the total car, big picture. You know, this would be cool, but you know, too much is too much. So, and you gotta learn to know. That's kind of where I'm sitting at it right now. I'm about to start liquid mask. As far as materials used, I just picked up this $1.75 2-inch brush from Walmart, and I'm going to be using Fast Mask Liquid Mask. I actually had never heard of this brand before, but this is what my local hobby store carries, so that's what I got. And as far as paint, I'm going to be using Traxxas RC car paint, and this is for Lexan bodies, the polycarbonate. I wanted Tamiya paint. However, the hobby store in my area did not carry the Tamiya paint for Lexan bodies. It was only like the hard shell model paint, a TS, I believe it is, or something like that. TP, I don't know. It's not TP. So got a bunch of colors there. Some gunmetal, black, yellow, white. I got 2 whites and 2 blacks. The blue and red I plan on doing for another build. So right now I'm about to liquid mask and then hopefully start painting. What's up, guys? Got the body, all the stencils cut up for the body on the liquid mask. I had a couple extra pieces of paper left over from moving, just wrapping paper, moving paper. That should suffice to cover the area that I'm going to be spraying. Black first, of course, going darks to lights and colors. Let's get started. Alright, so got the black done. Next color was gonna be gunmetal. What I'm gonna do is for the basher, it's gonna be on the outside top, silver, fade into gunmetal. So what I'm actually going to do is do the little roll of tape, place that along the bottom, and shoot the silver first. Let that dry, so then I can just do all the gunmetal at once. Now for gunmetal. Well, there it is so far. Yeah, turned out pretty good. I still have to take the protective coating on the top off, but I mean that's where it's sitting. A couple things to note. Doing liquid mask, put a lot on. Don't be stingy with it. I put 3 coats on. They're actually pretty light coats. I mean, I didn't really know what was light, what was not. But it turns out that the coats I put on were really light, and that made it extremely hard to peel without peeling the other parts. Once I started putting paint on there, that was drying, and it would kind of make the different sections of liquid mask that were to be different colors stick together a lot more, and it was just really pain. It was really thin. There was hardly anything to grab onto. So you just be mindful. Don't get stingy with it. But overall, it did pretty well. I like it. It's definitely easy to use, and it looks pretty good. It's somewhat of a simple build. There's mistakes here and there. It's my first one, but overall it does look pretty nice. Like I said, I still have that protective film on there, but there you go. Also, make sure, do a double check between coats, just to make sure you got everything that you're gonna paint next. You got all the liquid mask layers. I did make a mistake on the basher part and the E on the other side. Yeah, there's these 3 different colors on the top 2. I forgot to take the masking off on those, so what you can tell, the top part is the blend. So I had to do the yellow, do the white, and then once all that was dry, I had to go back, unpick those, and then put the masking tape on there to do the fade again, which was kind of a pain. It took me several tries to get it down to where it matched the rest of the fade with the rest of the letters. I did, on the other side, accidentally forget to peel one of the yellow, or I peeled one of the yellow things when I was doing the black color. So it got sprayed black, and I didn't notice it till I put the gunmetal on. But what I had to do is I just took the dull end of the X-Acto and I pretty much just scraped the paint away. It looks kind of shoddy, but it's now mostly yellow. It looks pretty good, and the circles I think turned out alright. A little bit worried about them, but overall I didn't end up doing the ones on the fenders just because I was kind of apprehensive about doing them because the top ones kind of looked like crap. I wasn't really sure how well they're going to turn out, how well the mistakes and the unevenness was going to show up, so I just decided not to do them. It doesn't really, I mean, it looks better, it doesn't look as busy, I guess, as a paint job, but that's how I'm sitting.